Gene editing or genome editing is now on the horizon with a technique that has recently been perfected. This, like many other areas in assisted reproduction, is highly controversial. And the biggest controversy here surrounds the fact that when this technique is used, it affects or can affect future generations. So if the aim is to eliminate a defective gene, if the aim is to ensure that the children and future progeny do not inherit a gene for, let us say, a serious genetic disorder, why isn't that a good thing? Well, in principle, it sounds like a good thing. You eliminate it once and for all, not just in the next generation for your future child, but for all of the generations, all of the progeny to come. Well, this is an example of the unknown future consequences. Even when something seems to be perfected, something can go terribly wrong. And this is a technique that should be used with the greatest of caution. Currently, there are some people who say it should never be used because we simply can't control it and we don't know what can happen in the future. Others argue that, like many other advances in science, let us not allow it to take place, prohibit it until there's more science, more techniques are done, and we know that it's perfected. Perfected is a word that's hard to come by because it's very rare that anything is perfect. So this controversy is likely to continue. Currently, there's a moratorium, and interestingly enough, this moratorium was called by scientists, not by ethicists, but by scientists, and many ethicists chimed in saying that it's too soon to use this technique for the future. My own view is that this is a greater risk than anything that's done that might affect one individual, but as science marches forward, it's probably likely in the future that scientists with great abilities and great knowledge will say, this is ready for prime time. Stay tuned.